Buhay everyone, Marcus here and welcome to the channel, and today I'll be giving you a quick comparison between two of the most plush cushioning setup right now in the market. Impact protection is very crazy between these two sneakers. This is the PG Force and I don't have my Peak Taichi right here. If you want impact protection in your forefoot and in your heel, this two is very comparable. Other aspects of the shoe, let's find out the difference. If you want to watch a full performance review of each of these sneakers, I'll be putting the link in the description down below. I promise I won't forget anymore. Let's go to the uppers of these two sneakers. On hand, I have my PG4 Gatorade. I really love the colors of this one. It has a mesh upper, and I have a Nike Bayou over there which had a suede upper. Both sneakers, I went down half a size on these. I mean, my foot shape is crazy. I could fit 10.5 on this mesh upper, and I know a lot of you have been getting infos that you should go half a size up. It really depends on your foot shape. Better try them out in store. A lot of PG4s are out now in store. Better to try them in store first to get that fit that you want. And on my Nike Bayou, I had it US 11, my true to size, and it worked perfectly for me. And if you want to watch a comparison between the suede and the mesh upper, I'll also be putting the link in the description down below. So as for support, very supportive upper. I was kind of surprised because I thought at first it won't be that supportive because your foot is not that cradled by the cushion, because usually the cushion also helps out in giving you extra support, especially if it goes up on the sides. With the PG4s, it only goes up more on the middle part. I just wish that they made that in the lateral part. Even though there's a TPU plastic here, there's a fused plastic on the lateral part that's encaging your lateral side. I just wish that Nike would put this curve in the lateral side instead of the middle side, because when you do lateral cuts, you don't need it in the middle side. You really need it on the lateral side. So that's a little thing that I wish Nike did. Overall support, lateral support, I felt very contained. I didn't feel any slipping on the footbed. It's maybe because I went half a size down on this. It's really snug on my foot. But the case is, at first wear it's really snug, but after wearing it, I feel like the materials are stretching a bit. So it became really true to my size. So that's just my conclusion on the upper material. I mean, it stretches a bit. So here's my tip. If it's a little bit snug but it's not uncomfortable, I think you should get that fit, because after wearing it, the material will stretch and loosen up a bit, and it will really fit your foot well and give you extra support that you need. As for the Peak Taichi's upper, it has mesh upper with lots of fusing around. Support wise, you won't have any problem. It has a thick mesh upper, so you feel really supported, and there is a TPU plate on the lateral part that helps out in your lateral movements and support. So in terms of support, I would give the Peak Taichi a slight advantage because of the lateral TPU plastic that holds your foot really well when you're doing lateral cuts, and when you wear it, you can really feel that the material is very structured, thus giving you excellent support. And now moving on to the back part of both sneakers. Both are low cut sneakers and both have very nice heel containment, heel lockdown, and ankle protection for a low cut sneakers. So for the heel part of the sneakers, I would give it a tie. The ease of wearing the sneakers, I would give the Peak Taichi another advantage on that, because it has a traditional lacing system and it's single layered compared to the PG4. It's double layered. It has a booty upper with a traditional lacing system inside, plus the zipper on the outer layer, thus giving you a little bit more time lacing the sneaker compared to the Peak Taichi Flash, which just have one layer of traditional lacing system. Now moving on to the cushion setup of both sneakers. So the PG Force features a full-length air straw bell. It means it doesn't have a strobo board between your foot and the full-length air unit. You can really feel the full-length air right below your foot, and I mean, it is really very comfortable. Impact protection in the forefoot and on the heel. You can really feel like you're stepping on a pillow. It's not an exaggeration. I really love this cushion setup when I really want to rest my knee from running up and down the floor, and of course from jumping repetitively. Comparing it to the Taichi cushion of the Peak Taichi Flash, it is also very comfortable it is one of the most plush, I mean maybe the most plush cushion foam setup right now in the market, because this is actually an air unit and it's not foam. Right below the full-length air unit is a Phylon. It's not as soft as the Taichi cushion, but in between the Taichi cushion and your foot, there's a strobo board. So if you want that feeling, I mean, I would say both have the same impact protection. The PG4 has a different feel because you can really feel the softness immediately below your foot. Unlike the Peak Taichi Flash, which is also very comfortable, but you would step first on the strobo board before the Taichi cushion. So it's really a preference, but in terms of impact protection, I would say they are very equal. You won't go wrong between these two sneakers. It's just a preference if you want to feel like you're stepping on pillow immediately. But if you want to land more on a flat layer before getting that impact protection, go ahead and get the Peak Taichi Flash. So it's a matter of preference, guys. You'll never go wrong on both. Moving on to the traction boat sneakers, the PG4 features a circular pattern or moon crater traction pattern, while the Peak Taichi Flash features multi-pattern traction. Both sneakers are very grippy. Peak Taichi Flash squeaks a lot compared to the PG4, but in terms of grip, on a clean court, I would say both are awesome, but on a dusty court, I would give a slight advantage on the PG4s with the solid rubber outsole. So take note of that, because on my first colorway of the PG4s on the black with some translucent outsole, it picks up dust quicker compared to my Peak Taichi Flash, but with this solid rubber outsole on this PG4s, this one picks up dust lower compared to my Taichi Flash. So it really depends on the rubber compound. So if you're choosing a solid rubber outsole on the PG4s, I would give a slight advantage on the PG4s, but if you're choosing from a PG4 with a translucent outsole, I would pick the Peak Taichi Flash. So take note of that, guys. And as for sizing, like I mentioned in the beginning, for the PG4s for regular foot, on the Peak Taichi Flash, go full size down when you're above US 10, because they don't have half sizes above US 10. Like me, US 11, I went a full size down on my Peak Taichi Flash. It really runs long and big. That's my suggestion. And for the price point, the Peak Taichi Flash is now around 5,000 pesos, while the PG4 is around 6,000 pesos, around 5,900 pesos. So that's around $20 difference. So which sneaker would I recommend? It really depends on your style of play. If you want the feel of the pillow right below your foot, go ahead and cop the PG4s. If you want a more stable ride, especially around the forefoot, because it's more wide around the forefoot. If you're a shooter, if you want to plant on your foot quicker for more stability, I would recommend the Peak Taichi Flash. Both sneakers are very responsive, even though they're very comfy. Ride is very nice. Court feel, I would say the same. It is not too low, it is not too high. Just the right amount of height between your foot and the floor. So that's about it on my comparison between the PG4s and the Peak Taichi Flash. Let me know which one would you choose, PG4s or the Peak Taichi Flash. Leave me a comment down below, and if you have any questions, hit me a comment down below too. And don't forget to subscribe, guys, and like this video. It will help out a lot. And this has been Mark Chess once again. I appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.